As recently divulged by Elliot Beardman, Ty Ronning purchased the team at the start of last year, making him the first player/owner since Mario Lemieux. While he is retired from the game of hockey, his career as an owner in his infancy, he has started to focus on lowering coffee prices at the Starbucks Center, as well as building a custom shower facility for now the best smelling man in the NHL, Felix Pox. Also, Ty freaking Ronning is getting a 7th window installed in his corner office to honor his 7th and final Stanley Cup championship with your Seattle Storm Bears. He has also been romantically linked to Jennifer Aniston and Jennifer Lawrence, and he was recently seen vacationing with Leonardo DiCaprio in Venice. Man, am I ever gonna miss that intro. What's going on, and welcome to the final episode of your Seattle Storm Bears franchise mode. In the last video was kind of our going out party. That was kind of the last hoorah. You know, Ty Ronning ended up retiring shortly after he purchased the team, obviously winning our 7th Stanley Cup. That was a great way to go out. And you can see there, when I was doing some simulating, we actually won our 8th Stanley Cup in 2037, which is pretty cool. So I just went ahead and I simmed a ton. I simmed so much, all the way up to 2038. So you can see here the agency is no longer winning the Hart, no longer winning the Art Ross, no longer rocking the Ted Lindsay trophies or the Rocket Richard. Looks like Robbins has broken his streak of 5 straight years for all 4 trophies: Art Ross, Hart, Ted Lindsay, and the Rocket Richard. So we got some new blood in the National Hockey League. So I spoke to Cedric, and he wants to come back for 2 more years, but he wants a little over $13 million per season, which is totally fine. He says there is a chance he is going to call it quits after this year. So this could potentially be his last year in the National Hockey League. So the team looks completely different. Only 3 players are going to be Damian Demlo, Cedric Corey, and Felix Pox on your forward core. The defense looks different, and obviously the goaltending is staying the exact same. Ernest Wall decided to go elsewhere in his National Hockey League career. During my simulation, he decided not to sign with us, but it doesn't matter. We don't need anyone like that. We got Agent C, and after another 50-win season, 51 W's under our belt, we are headed to the postseason against the Calgary Flames in round number 1 in the year 2040, which is just insane. Unfortunately, just like losing out on individual awards, the spark just isn't quite there, and Calgary takes care of us pretty easy. We get bounced in round number 1. Now the big question, is Cedric gonna stay? Is he gonna go? After 22 years in the NHL, is Cedric Corey going to retire? He's about to make his announcement. Is he sticking around for 1 more year? Cedric decides to hang up the skates, and oh my god, did this guy put up some numbers. Let's have a look at his career stats in depth here. 1,722 games played, 1,256 career National Hockey League goals, 960. Quick, hold on. Can we just go back to the goals here? 1,256 career goals. That is absolutely nuts. He not only smashed Wayne Gretzky's record, he smashed Alex Ovechkin, former Seattle Storm Bear legend. 1,256 National Hockey League goals, 965 assists, good for 14th all-time, 2nd all-time in points with 2,221. If Agent C played in the 80s, if he played when Wayne Gretzky played, oh my god, would have been a 4,000 point man here. .729 goals per game puts him 6th. Assists per game ties him for 104th. Points per game at 1.290 is best for 7th all time. I mean, you gotta think by his stats, he's automatically etched in as a top 5 player in NHL history. Penalty minutes, he had just over 1,450, a plus 1,007. That's good for 1st. Power play goals, 317, 1st. Game-winning goals, 234 game-winning goals. His best single-season goal record was 84. Now, that was a simulation not that long ago. It was after we stopped the franchise mode. He just went off 1 year and had 84 goals. That's best for 5th. His single assists in 1 year is 65. Most points is 145. That's tied for 21st. He scored a lot of goals, but he also took home a lot of hardware. 12 Art Rosses, 11 Harts, 4 Conn Smythes, 12 Ted Lindsays, 12 Rocket Richards, and the most important, 8 Stanley Cups. 7 you guys saw, 1 was just in the simulation, but what a career. This man scored 70 or more goals 5 times. He had 21 30 or more goal seasons. That's insane. 10 60+ goal years. Just nuts. Agent C's partner in crime, the Brazilian Butterfly, decides not to retire. He sticks around for 1 more year, and it was not a very good year for Seattle, but he finally decided to hang up the skates at 40 years old. Over 900 wins. That is ridiculous. 947 NHL victories, over 150 shutouts. By far the greatest goalie in the entire history of the National Hockey League, all the way down to a 76 overall. He played till he was 40, 154 shutouts. That is just ridiculous. I do want to shout out Patrick Laine though for playing till he's 43, almost 2,000 games played. That's Jaromir Jagr type stuff. 1,800 points, 899 goals. That is just ridiculous. One last time, I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you for all of the continued support throughout the entire series. I didn't know it was going to get this big. I feel like this was the most fun I've ever had on a franchise mode. We had so many stories. Hell, we even had team merch at one point. We were pushing close to 70 episodes and still getting over like 8, 9, 10,000 views per episode. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed the series, because honestly, I had so much fun doing it. Like, I was at work waiting to come home to record the Storm Bears because it was just so much fun. I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support, because before the Storm Bears, I didn't know what I was going to do on YouTube anymore, because I felt like everything has been done and I felt like my channel was dying a little bit, but this entire franchise mode completely revamped the entire channel and really inspired me to do some really cool things for NHL 19. So this is the final send-off. I felt like we went out on a high note the last time when we won our last cup with Ty Ronning, and then he ended up retiring, ended up buying the team like a year and a half later. So guy's a legend. Each and every one of you are Seattle Storm Bear Assistant GM mode legends. Absolutely, 1000%. That legend got me fired up. So that's it. The series is officially over. It's done. 8 Stanley Cups, unforgettable memories. I had such a blast doing this, and it was all because of you guys, all the assistant GM legends. Thanks for everything. If you want to continue watching some franchise mode, we've started up a NHL 19 Ottawa Senators franchise mode, and who knows, maybe this won't be the last time you guys see Cedric Corey, Big Mac, and the Seattle Storm Bears. We could be back for NHL 19. That's just a rumor I heard though, so don't spread it around too much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in Ottawa.